Philip Chumwa. I work with Lancet, that is Cerba Lancet, Kenya. I'm the branch manager, Machakos. We are located at Utis House, which is just opposite level 5 of Machakos. Cerba Lancet, Kenya is part of big group of company based in Africa and also outside Africa. So we are an independent lab with an ultra-modern equipment designated to give quality reports to assist the patients to get the right treatment. Because without the right diagnosis, you end up getting the wrong treatment. It's like when you feel you are not okay or you are ill and you go to the pharmacy and say, I want Panadol, yet you don't know what you are suffering from. So without the quality diagnosis, you end up getting the wrong treatment. Here in Kenya, we have 14 branches which are KENAS accredited, and our main office in Kenya is based at the Upper Hill, just opposite the traffic police headquarters. It's both SANAS, that is South African National Accreditation Service, is accredited now, and KENAS accredited to offer quality services. I'll just brush because of the time. We have our mission. Our mission is to be the leading force in local medical services while offering the highest standards of personalized, preventive, predictive health care in which the patient is at the heart of the organization. As I've said, quality is our mission, to ensure quality reports to the patients in order to get the right treatment. Our vision: to empower Africa with the best healthcare services at world-class standards to improve the quality of life of our communities. Because once you have a healthy community, you have a wealthy community. Yes. If, for example, you have a lot of wealth, but your health is down, the wealth is going to be swallowed by the bad health, and you end up being broke. So Cerba Lancet Kenya, as I've said, is part of a big group of company, that is Cerba Lancet Africa, which joined forces in 2018 to work together to reach out to the community in different countries. These forces are Cerba Healthcare from France and Lancet Laboratories, which were based in Africa. So they joined forces together to offer the healthcare services, that is the best diagnostics in all fields and medical health, that is hospital-based services. Here in Kenya, we have 2 operational hospitals. One is at our headquarters, that is in Nairobi, Upper Hill. Then another one is in Isili. Upper Hill is 5th Avenue, just opposite the traffic police headquarters. So we have a network in several countries in Africa, where we have expertise in diagnosis. That's Northern Africa, the Western Africa, Central Africa, East Africa. And we are growing and expanding to the countries that we have not reached. So there's a field of excellence where we are excelling. We are excelling in clinical and pathology testing in occupational health and prevention. Autoimmunity, that is something to do with your immune system going against you. Yeah, our immune systems are designed to protect us from diseases, but sometimes they can turn against you. They become the Baghdad guys. Yes, so they start fighting you. So that is autoimmunity. Your immune system, your army starts fighting your own country. That is your immune system starts fighting you. So we are excelling in that. We test autoimmunity, toxicology. That is if someone has been intoxicated or has overdosed, just the normal drugs, but overdosed. We can test that. Poisoning, we can test that. Ogology, that is a skin cancer. We take care of that in testing. There is oncohematology. There is cancer of the blood. We have the leukemias, the sickle cell. I know some of these things you are not hearing them for the first time. Those are things which are affecting our societies, our children, our brothers, our sisters. We are testing that. Cardiology, that's things to do with the heart. Genetics, we are doing the PCR. Like in 2019 when COVID started, Lancet was the first company to know that COVID was in Kenya before Kemri. So genetics. Sorry. We are also doing DNA in case someone has a okay, we shall know that. Just a minute. DNA. Okay, yes. I can feel you now. I must say first of all, sorry for whoever is separated or divorced, as well as sorry to the widowed. Yes. Sorry for that. So we are doing the DNA for whoever is wishing to know the DNA of the child and their father. And it doesn't end there, even for the genetic profiling, that is for the family, the whole family. Maybe Amze has several wives and others who are not known. So the Mzee can say, let me have my DNA being done and it will be archived. Then later on, if he is not there, they are not going to exhume the body to start doing the DNA. So they will just use the archived DNA with the one of the living. So no one can cheat there. That I look like so and so. So we are doing that. Infectious diseases, pregnancy, fertility. We can test fertility. If someone doesn't get children, why they are not getting pregnant? Men as well. Why are their Michelle not fertilizing the eggs? Yes, we can test that. And we have been of great help in those areas. Allergology, that is things to do with the allergies. Why is it that if I take this kind of food, I get swollen or I have some rashes? Yeah, we are doing that. Then we have the medical centers, as I've said, 2 in Kenya and others outside the Kenya. Metabolic disorders, wellness and prevention. It's not necessary that you be tested because you are sick. You can just pop in You say, I want to know whether I am okay, because well-being is wealth. Endocrinology, that is hormonal profiles, maybe the hormonal imbalance, things to do with that. Biochemistry, that is to do with the kidney, liver. Hematology, we can know how is your HB, that is the hemoglobin concentration, whether you have an infection or not. Through that, we can as well know whether you have leukemia or the sickle cell. And the blood grouping as well, of which some people wanaweza kuwa wamesema hii ni kitu kidogo, but it's a big deal. Blood group, for example, the small girls, I can advocate they be tested, because you can do an abortion without knowing your blood group, and the blood group is a major thing in reproduction. Maybe that person is rhesus negative and is carrying a rhesus positive child. They do miscarriage and is the first one. We normally say the first child is the major deal in activation of the antibodies, which normally become an issue to other children for those who are rhesus negative. So they need to be tested to ensure if they get an abortion, they can get an antidote, or they can be tested. There's a test we normally call as ICT, indirect Coombs test, to know whether they were immunized by the rhesus positive baby in them. Then they can get an antidote. We normally call it as a ROGAM. They can get an antidote to ensure the future children, even if there is a rhesus positive one, they won't be affected, because the first one can make you to be barren while you are not barren. Yes, inaweza fanya watu wakadhani wewe ni taza, kwa sababu kila yeyote anayeingia inatoka na wanaanza kusema umerogwa. There is nobody who has bewitched anyone. Yes. So those are the fields in excellence. Before I go to the HVV, of which I am going to take the shortest time possible. Yes, why should we choose Cerba Lancet Africa for our testing or diagnosis? One, there is quality approach with ISO 15189 accredited labs. This ISO accreditation is not just given by chance. You don't buy it. You have to achieve it so that you can be accredited. So this ISO accreditation gives us the confidence that there is quality, because the machines, even if they are super sophisticated, they have to be validated before doing a single test. The reagents as well. If no QC passes, that's quality control passes, no testing. The test has to go to our nearest site where the QC has passed. That is quality. That's one thing why you should choose Cerba Lancet Africa. Then we have over 101 labs with 400 instruments, offering over 4,000 different tests portfolio. So we offer over 4,000 tests portfolio, meaning all the necessary tests to be done to human beings and animals, the pets. That is, if you have pets. I heard you said you have pets. Yes. So we normally test dogs, cats. She can tell you they are hospitalized. The dogs and the cats, they are given very nice care once they are sick, like human beings. So we offer those tests. Then we have more than 5.2 million tests per year. That's what we offer, meaning we can give services to a big number of patients. Then we have over 1,900 employees in sub-Saharan region, meaning the company is uplifting the society as well by employing the techs, all the officials. Yeah, it's open. And in Lancet, there's nothing like bribing. There's nothing like backdoors. Yani hakuna njia ingine badala. You go there by your qualifications. Ile njia ingine ambayo naweza sema ni njia ya Mungu. Yes, God has given you the chance to get to that point. Kama vile mimi alinipea hiyo nafasi. So more than 1.27 million patients per year. That's the services we offer. More than 1.7 million per year. Then we have more than 160 collection sites and labs. So the team we work with. Our local team consists of Kenya pathologists and cytotechnologists who endeavor to offer all our clients top-notch diagnostic services by guaranteeing accurate test results and consultative services. So the company employs the qualified, that is. So as I have said, no backdoor. If someone is not qualified in a certain field, because we have different departments, like we have the reception, technology team, pathology team, or that management team. So all of them must be qualified to ensure quality. Their expertise in various fields, that is andrology. They are trained in andrology. There are those who are specialized in andrology, chemistry, cytology, things to do with the cancer, that is endocrinology, things to do with the fertility, and hormones, hematology, histology. Those are things to do with the cancer, taking of the biopsies, studying whether they have the cancer, microbiology, molecular biology, and serology, which aligns with our vision of providing world-class diagnostic solutions and contributing to improving the quality of life in Kenyan communities by enabling accurate diagnosis and treatment. So we have a great team there of pathologists. We have around, this is 9 pathologists in Kenya. 9 pathologists in Kenya. And in Africa, there's somewhere it is, I can see. In Africa, we have 22 pathologists in Africa. You can imagine, in Kenya, there are 9. So we are most privileged to have that. Yes, so in Kenya, we can say we are privileged. Yeah. In Africa, 22 only. So we can say in other countries, maybe they have 1 or even they share. Yes. But in Kenya, we are much privileged to have these 9. Super experienced, worked for many years in those fields. So let's go to cervical cancer. Because of the time, cervical cancer. As you can see on your table, there are those pamphlets, let me call them that way, written every brush. There's another one, health for men, and whatnot. So let me take you through cervical cancer in brief. What is it? Cervical cancer is a growth of abnormal cells that starts in the cervix, which is the lower part of the uterus connecting the MCV. I think you understand by that. As our sister here, Angela, has taken us through the life. You see, once someone is divorced or widowed or separated, they happen to get into, can I call them condition, or to some circumstances whereby they find themselves getting closer to the risks. As she has said, she used to get away with the man, then he comes back. So that one is catered for inside here. You see, once someone is divorced or separated or widowed and is a lady, there is a notion that she has to get a man. And through that, she may get so many men, if we can say that. So through that, they might be infected. And they may infect that lady. As Angela has told us, the man used to go away and come back. So, thank God, she never infected her with anything. But he may go away, then come back with a disease. So that's where now the vulnerability comes in. The widowed now, that's the separated ones. The widow one, in Africa, even though things are changing nowadays, there is that inheritance of the widow. So the one who is inheriting the wife might be sick. You see? Yeah, so they become vulnerable by that chance. So I said the cervical cancer is the growth of abnormal cells in the cervix, which is the lower part of the uterus, connecting to Miss V. Allow me to use that. I know I'm the only man here. so okay. Yes, connecting to the vagina. So these abnormal cells normally grow mostly because of the persistent infection by the human papilloma virus, the major cause of cervical cancer. So we can say cervical cancer is preventable and curable if detected early through proper screening. So the primary cause is persistent infection with high-risk human papilloma virus. There are some low-risk types of human papilloma virus. That is type 6 and 8. Then we have the high-risk that are common in Africa and especially Kenya. That is type 16 and 18. So the low risk ones can invade, or we can get them, but they won't cause any disease except warts. Yes, kuna vitu zinameamea kwa ngozi lakini haiko na uchungu. Yes, those painless growths on the skin. It might be, yes, it can be on your palm, on your, yes, anywhere. Yes, on the skin, near there, down there, there, on the palm. Yes. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. So it can be on your skin, either on your palms, on your arms, on your feet, on your legs, Yes, those normally cause those warts on those parts, or not inside the vagina or inside the, I mean, on the inside the penis, but on the skin. On the skin. Yes. Yes. So then the high risk human papillomavirus, those ones normally invade the mucosal membrane, that are the moist layer of the mucosal membrane. Those are the parts that are opening from inside your body to the outside. That is the nose, the mouth, the anus, the vagina, and the penis. That is the urethra. So they normally cause diseases there. And those high risk human papillomaviruses are the one capable of causing cervical cancer. Screening aims to detect, I'm on the introduction, aims to detect precancerous lesions or early stage cancer before symptoms appear. This screening, it is not necessarily that you have the symptoms of the cancer, but it aims at detecting the precancerous lesions or early stage cancer before symptoms appear, which is necessary because you won't reach to the stage 4 if the cancer is detected early enough. It is treatable. And as I said, the low risk types don't cause cancer. They only cause the warts. So let's go to the risk factors. Risk factors for cervical cancer, they include smoking tobacco. If someone is a smoker of tobacco, they are at risk. Yes. So it has tobacco. It has tobacco. Thank God, the other day they banned caffeine containing products. There are some caffeine containing products which we are being sold over the counter on the shops, in the shops, that is. And the people never realized that it contained the caffeine. But the company which makes it knows it is there. But you remember it was banned the other day. Thank God for that. So smoking increases the risk of cervical cancer. When HPV infections happen in people who smoke, the infections tend to last longer and are less likely to go away. HPV causes most cervical cancers. So if someone is smoking tobacco, as I have said, this HPV, imagine it can be friendly and it can go away. You can get the HPV virus if your immunity is strong enough. It can fight it and destroy it, and you remain safe. But if this person is a smoker of tobacco, they are at greater risk of getting it. Number 2 risk, increasing number of sexual partners. Increasing number of sexual partners. The greater your number of sexual partners and the greater your partner's number of sexual partners, the greater your chance of getting HPV. And the greater the number you have, like let's say someone has 5 partners. And those 5 partners, they have 5. And those 5 they have now have 5. And those 5 have so yes. So at the end of the day, chances of getting the HPV, not the HPV, the cervical cancer from HPV, the chances are high. Because you don't know that man slept with a woman, another woman with that. Number 3, early sexual activity. Watoto wadogo wakianza hiyo mambo wakiwa wadogo. So yes. So early sexual activity. Then we have number 4, other sexually transmitted infections. early, below 15. Yes. Other sexually transmitted infections like STDs, HIV, AIDS, gonorrhea, syphilis, those are risk factors to subject one to HPV if it happens to get to A. Yes. Weakened immune system. If someone's immune system is down, the HPV, if it happens to get into the stream of that person, they can get the cervical cancer. Then exposure to miscarriage prevention medicine. There are some drugs which are used to ensure the uterus is strengthened, because when ultrasound, when the woman is pregnant and the ultrasound is taken, the uterus might be weak to hold the fetus. So sometimes the physicians might prescribe such medicines. So such medicine or drugs are known to subject one to the high risks of cervical cancer called adenocarcinoma. Prevention. Ask your doctor about the HPV vaccine. There are HPV vaccines all over. Then have routine pap smears or HPV DNA testing. Then practice safe sex. As we have said, if you have 5 and they have 5 and they have 5, you have to practice safe sex. We are not saying you don't have practice sex, not unless you are saved, as I am. Yes, unless you are saved as I am. So practice safe sex if you have to. Now I'm talking as a medic. If you have to practice safe sex, that is using the protective measures. Then avoid smoking. So I've been told I have a few minutes. Let me go to this one. And I pick a kit. I stop over there. Please pass it. Okay. This one's one. This is now for testing the HPV, the modern one technique for testing HPV, which normally utilizes the DNA, HPV DNA testing. So I'm going to demonstrate on how to use it as I went up, because I've been told there are a few minutes. So with what you have, that is the HPV DNA testing kit for testing the cervical cancer. This is confidential in testing because you do sampling by your own. There's nothing like doing or using the speculum as you used to do with the pap smear. This one you do the sampling by yourself. The only thing which normally goes to the lab is the kit after you have taken the sample. So you peel off the casing. After peeling it off, you remove the kit. Don't throw away the casing. Now, assume you are doing. Thank you. Thank you. So assume now you are doing the sampling alone. So you position yourself at a point where you are comfortable to take the sample by your own. With this one, you don't need any assistance. It is you and you to take the sample. So you uncap this part. You uncap it, place it somewhere safe. Now you remain with this. As you can see, the first one was this. We have uncapped the pink cap. It has the white brush. This is the white brush, you can see it. So after you have uncapped, you pull the planche. This is the planche. You pull it down. Then, in your comfortable position, insert it until these wings touches the walls of your vagina. Then, after they touch the walls, you push the planche. It makes now the brush to enter. It has soft bristles. You can touch. Tell them whether they are hard. Are they hard? Yes, they are soft, so they cannot injure you. They cannot hurt you. Yes, you can touch. Yes, you can touch. Yes, you can touch. Just touch. It is soft. You see, inside there, there's mucus. And when there is that, it cannot hurt you, because the mucus is going to touch the white brush. So you have pushed it. It is still inside you. There. In your comfortable position. Then turn 2 times left. As you turn, you'll hear the sound of ta. You'll hear that sound ta. Yes, 2 times. Then on your right, 3 times. 1, umesikia hiyo sauti? Three. So you turn it 2 times, 3 times. 2 times left, 3 times right. Then you now remove it. After removing, don't touch the brush. Don't touch the brush. It has now the epithelial cells from your cervix to go for testing. You cover the. Yes, you pull it. You pull the plug. You pull the planche. No, when it is outside, you can't pull it. You can't pull it. Then you cap it. After capping, return it back to the casing. Level the casing. Submit to the laboratory. As simple as that. This is now the modern technique for testing the HPV, for testing the cervical cancer, which is being caused by human papilloma virus. So there before we used to have, even though it is still there, we do the pap smear, but that one there's no privacy. Let me tell you the truth. There's no privacy because you love to lay on a yes. So you will have to lay on the bench. You open your legs. You have the speculum, which is as big as yes. So, but with this one, there's privacy. Nobody is going to see your privacy. Yes. And if there is anyone with what do I call it? Lusts for anything, they won't touch you, because with this you are doing it by your own. With pap smear, you have heard of there before road you doctors doing the unnecessary. Yes. So with this one, you are safe. Yes. 2 times left. If you confuse, you turn 3 times. Then yes, but borrow workation 3 times, 2 times. Yes. With the timings, it has no issues because it is going to be done the PCR. PCR detects even the dead viruses. Even if it is one, you know, things to do with the PCR, it utilizes genetics. If it picks one virus, it multiplies it into millions. So chances of missing the virus are minimal. So if you test negative, you can take 5 years before testing again. But with the pap smear, you have to retest after 1 year. So you see this one as it's not tedious as pap smear. This one has more advantages over the pap smear. And it's sorry?
Where can you get these ones? Buy them?
No, you cannot purchase them. I don't know whether in the public sector they have, but in our place we have them. You can come and have them for screening. So,
Another question.
yes.
Do you use medical meaning? Do you use insurance or SHA in hospital?
With the HPV, yeah, we don't use the SHA, but other insurances. Yeah, so long as you have filled claim form by a medical doctor, signed and rubber stamped, we can do that.
Okay.
Yes.